Part 2, you're wrong as two left shoes. The innocent family members had nothing to do with that. So let the court of law handle it if the man or the woman has been arrested in the case of murdering your loved one. And everybody is taking a L, okay? The devil has possibly tricked somebody out their soul. He has tricked them out their life. And if the evidence show and prove that he is guilty, then he tricked him out of his too, because he's going to go to prison, okay? So it's no winners in homicides. And most crimes can be avoided, okay? They could have been prevented. Not all of them, but most of them. Has somebody stood up and said no, because a lot of cases, people tell what they're going to do before they do it, okay? Not in every case, but in some cases. But my point is this. You do not have the right to go after anybody in that person's family because they are innocent and they had nothing to do with it. And a parent cannot control his kid after its child become of an adult age, okay? So you cannot blame the parent. I made a lot of poor choices in my life, even though I had to raise myself at a very early age, okay? I'm not blaming my parents for the poor choices that I made. I made the choice to sleep with every enemy that I slept with. Every enemy that I had a kid by. I made that poor choice, okay? And, it's just like, I would rather be the solution to the problem. I don't like bullies. I don't like negativity. I don't like talking down on people. I don't like trying to drag people for what? That's just not who I am. I don't dragging somebody down or cutting somebody down to make them to feel the size of an ant and lifting myself up to be the size of a lion. Just ain't who I am. Right is right and ain't got no side of wrong, okay? And I'm standing up for innocent family members because I was a victim of a family coming after me and my family like their loved one was innocent because they had lied so long, they had started to believe the lie that they was telling, that he was just a petty drug dealer and one day his lifestyle was going to catch up to him, versus he was a menace to society, he lived by it, he died by it. So she started to clown people she thought on social media, okay? Because they had lied to the news, the newspaper, and the courts. But, like I said, go back and watch those videos because I'm not going to keep going over the case. I feel how I feel about the situation. They feel how they feel about the situation. You're entitled to it, okay? But what you ain't going to do is come over here disrespecting me because this ain't never what you want, right? Now, I'm here to spread love, light, and truth. I ain't here to judge nobody. You reap what you sow, okay? What goes around comes around. And you don't have no right to go after innocent family members, okay? Now, somebody need to call evil out when you see it. And I seen this chick in the store one time. And I don't rock with the devil's children. They don't rock with me. You like oil and water. It's just like another situation I was in when the devil was using this lady. I was at Walmart and she came, she jumped back, and I never understood that because at that time I thought this lady was a cool person. But she ended up being a devil's foot soldier. And then I understood it, And in the end, all that wicked and evilness that she was doing turned around and backfired, okay? Because at that point, I was really trying to live my life right for God. Right? And I'm really trying to do the right thing. And I'm going to always forgive because forgiveness is what God tells you to do. And as a spiritual being and God's child, you don't have to hesitate in forgiving. See, I've learned to forgive faster and let go even faster, right? Just because you forgive people, that don't mean that you have to keep letting them folks come back into your life because them people have not changed. Everybody ain't born God's children. Some people are born evil. Sometimes you're born in a family of evil people. I didn't go against none of my mother's bloodline. They went against me. I didn't lie on not one person. They lied on me. So I'm like, look me in my eyes and take away the lies and tell me what I did to you. And when you can do that, we can sit down and have a conversation, but we can't. And so you're going to forever rest in my past. Our roads are up, And then I honestly think that I want to bring families together that families has been affected by gun violence, we could show the world that we could come together, happy, healed, and whole, and move forward and do positive things. That was my whole purpose of inviting the people on my whole dang truth page to tell the truth. Because when you speak about stuff, you get that is part of healing. A lot of people don't understand. Now, I had this male that didn't believe in God, that I was just the enemy, say that if you speak on something that bothers you, speaking on something for me is healing. When you go and you speak on situations, it's called healing. For me, it's called releasing. So I thought it would be, and I still think it would be an amazing thing for everybody to be able to come together and be able to be cordial, on us to be able to talk about the situation that happened. They said, no, they declined. And I said, well, you can ask anybody in your family if they want to say something on my platform. They took it and turned it and tried to make it evil because, like I said, if you in a positive place, your mind is positive. If you talking to negative people, you're not going to get anywhere. You're not going to get anywhere. So she took it and twisted and turned it and said, because I got into my mother's bloodline, I was trying to recruit them. Girl, you didn't know absolutely anything about me. And see, that pissed me off because y'all been campaigning that lie about him being that petty drug dealer. They never told the court that he shot my cousin and almost killed him. They concealed that part. So it's just like, girl, are you really wicked and evil? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. They have been telling that lie so long. Here she go thinking she finna throw some wickedness up in my face. But my heart was genuine, and I honestly think that if people mature enough and they accept the truth, because when I talked to that aunt, she knew damn well what her nephew was doing. They knew he lived by it, he died by it. So I don't really want to rock with that because that's evil. That is pure evil. Y'all know the truth. So why come for me like you ain't lying? Why try to tear me and mine down like you ain't lying? Like y'all ain't lying about him being a petty drug dealer. See what I'm saying? That's some evil, wicked stuff. People lie so much sometimes they will believe their own lies. But you beef with the right one, sweetheart. Because I'm bringing the whole dang on herd. Right? But it just goes to show that some people are born evil and they can only see wicked and evilness when it's being done to them and their loved one. It was not wicked and evil for their nephew to shoot my cousin and almost kill him. They didn't come, they didn't apologize, they said nothing about it. They swept it on under the rug like it didn't happen. And, we didn't even treat him any different. Because we are really brought up in church, and I really believe God will handle a lot of things. Now, I'm not trying to disrespect anybody. Everything that I speak about has already made it to a court docket. It has most definitely made it to social media. It's town news. The police know. Everybody on Facebook know, because people put everything on Facebook. So if you really want to solve a case, all you got to do is go on social media. So I'm not exposing anybody and I'm not jeopardizing anybody's case. I'm speaking my truth, and these people will remain nameless because they're not going to get any recognition like that and to be name dropping on my platform. It is what it is, But anyway, I feel like until people be held accountable for what they did or what they didn't do, then you can never be happy, healed, and whole, and you can't forgive. But if you can look yourself in the mirror, ain't you? And you can forgive yourself for not telling your nephew to turn himself in when he shot my innocent cousin, then you dang sure can look at me in my face and not say anything disrespectful. Because you're going to respect me. You're going to put them gloves on, you're going to sit down and shut up. Class dismissed. Because I didn't do anything, And my purpose is to let families know that we can come together. And it does not have to be ill will or hard feelings. Ill will or hard feelings, okay? It can simply be us being happy, healed, and whole, and us coming together, speaking about how our families was affected by gun violence. And it's going to take a mature person, an honest person, a person that don't want to be involved with BS, a person that's not chasing clout and sympathy and trying to down the next person to make themselves look good. And I think it really bothered me. Hold on, part 3.